Jordz!
Well, this promises to be interesting, Luke.
It's always a party, question mark, when Big Juicy Jordz is in the building. Welcome back to HWE Conquest live from the Barrel House at Badger State Brewing in Green Bay.
He's a one-man party with wrestling thrown in. Big Juicy Jordz.
See if those pants end up in the rafters tonight.
When do they not? But this is going to be interesting. You know, we heard that Jordz was going to be here. What's in question is his status in this year's Summer Series tournament, because he doesn't have an opponent. He was supposed to face the generational treasure, Shaq Jordan. Shaq Jordan, unfortunately, had to drop out of the Summer Series, and I bet you that's what Jordy wants to address right now. Let's go to the ring and listen in to Big Juicy Jordz.
Although some of you might recognize me from WWE SmackDown, don't worry, it's fine.
Nationwide television star.
Now, you might have seen on the internet that, Jordz, he's got to buy this round. You know, he's not an opponent for the Summer Series tournament. Good thing, right? No, I don't like that. I don't care for it. Some of you've known me just for a few years, but most of you, you've been with me since day 14 years old, right? Yeah. And you know that one thing about Jordz is that every single thing has been fought for, every single match, every single opportunity, nothing's ever been given to me, and I think all of you right here in Green Bay deserve a match from the Juicy one, am I right?
A fan favorite.
You want to see Jordz fight tonight? Let's go. Come on now.
This crowd wants to see Jordz in action.
We want to see it.
Big, tall, indifferent, I don't care who you are, I want a match. I want to earn my right to go to the next round. Bring it on, baby. Let's go!
Whoa, what?
Oh, my.
You got yourself a buy, huh? Well, buys are like ties, only good for Father's Day. I'm right now looking at a pansy in the ring that doesn't deserve anything but his ass kicked outside this ring. So how about you and me right now, one-on-one? Old 1-2-12 gauge versus old Jordz. We see who a real man is. Get a referee out here, huh?
And we have a matchup,
Because what I see is just a pansy, scared, female little dog that needs to be shown what a real man does in the ring. And you, my friend, might have a beard, but you ain't no real man.
Harsh words from 12 gauge Rick McCarthy. I don't know if I've ever seen. There go the pants, if you were wondering, folks.
They were very close to the rafters there, didn't quite stay. We have 12 gauge Rick McCarthy answering the challenge, and here comes Big Juicy Jordz on the attack immediately.
Bell rings and we're underway here. Once again, didn't have this on our bingo card. We were wondering what Jordz's status was going to be in the Summer Series tournament. Now we know with 12 gauge Rick McCarthy answering the challenge, stepping in at this late start, and all of a sudden we've got a round 2 Summer Series match.
And now Big Juicy Jordz on the attack, just clubbing 12 gauge. Oh, what a chop there to the neck there, and now 12 gauge pushing him away. And a bicycle kick there, 12 gauge Rick McCarthy into the corner.
It's not wrong about what he means to the Green Bay wrestling community, but let's not forget all the accomplishments. Oh, look at that!
What a
12 gauge Rick McCarthy. He's been here a long time too.
Ripcord clothesline there from Rick McCarthy.
That short arm clothesline really speaking to the strength of 12 gauge. Just brings him in and lays him out.
And now McCarthy has Jordz in the corner there, and it's a blatant choke on the rope there. Referee right in there. And now Brick breaks that choke on the rope there. Jordz trying to fight back, but Brick just tossing him back into the corner there with another blatant choke in the corner.
Brick's got to be careful if you're forcing your way into the tournament like this. A 5 count could easily get you disqualified, and his charge through the brackets will be done before it began.
Now Big Juicy Jordz.
We're hearing some noise from the crowd here at Badger State Brewing. The Barrel House is behind Big Juicy Jordz, but look out!
Oh my goodness! Belly to belly, Northern Light style, almost tossing Big Juicy Jordz to the opposite side of the ring.
That's an overhead throw Judo Masters would have been proud of.
This crowd is firmly behind Big Juicy Jordz, trying to will him back into this matchup, but Brick McCarthy in firm control here.
Jordz, the definition of a fan favorite, and I don't think Brick McCarthy cares, Luke.
Oh, and that elbow to the top of the head. Obviously, Brick McCarthy with the size advantage on Big Juicy Jordz. But I think Big Juicy Jordz might have the heart advantage here tonight, ready for any opponent in the ring.
Didn't help him right there. George got tossed to the ring like yesterday's Glizzies.
And now Brick McCarthy looking to stalk Jordz on the outside here. And here we go.
Always so dangerous when two athletes like this are fighting on the floor, especially when you have a strength and power advantage like 12-gauge Brick McCarthy does. George is in a bad way in a bad neighborhood.
Oh my goodness. And some profanity here from Brick McCarthy to our referee.
This new attitude of his, I just don't know about it.
Oh, and a chop to Big Juicy Jordz.
That one reverberated through Jordy's chest all the way to the ring post.
Referee up now to a count of 4. You do not want a double count on here because then what happens? I don't even know in this tournament. Oh my goodness, right into the ring post, the face of Big Juicy Jordz.
And rolls across the floor and collides with the guardrails.
And Brick McCarthy is in firm control of this matchup on the outside. He keeps breaking the count.
And look at the pain on the face of Big Juicy Jordz. He is not having a good time. Clobbering to the back by 12-gauge Brick McCarthy.
Just takes one strike from Brick McCarthy to get Jordy down the strength of 12-gauge.
Dog walking Big Juicy Jordz around the ring. 12-gauge Brick McCarthy in control here. Those massive biceps just moving Jordy at will.
Now Jordy just trying to catch a breath here on the ring apron, but Brick McCarthy stays on the attack and head into the hardest part of the ring, or so I hear.
I've heard that somewhere before as well. Great instincts by the veteran, 12-gauge Brick McCarthy. George, of course, the veteran himself.
Oh my goodness, and the spine right on the edge of the apron there.
Up and down with authority. 12-gauge is maneuvering Big Juicy Jordz at will.
And with ease now, 12-gauge just taking his time to get back in the ring here, trying not to expend too much energy. Now he's just trying to get...
And look at that, a mock applause as George says, "I didn't hear no bell."
And now George is fighting back, as we know he always will.
From his knees, mind you.
Oh, he just breaks that foot on the neck of George, maybe even the eyes, right down his face. And, oh, stomp right to the sternum, and just keeping his body weight right there, pressing all that pressure onto his lungs.
George just got a tattoo he didn't consent to, and it's the prints of the soles of McCarthy's boots.
And Brick McCarthy, oh, but George rolls him up! Oh, and a kick out there. Could have been a sneaky win for Big Juicy Jordz, and now that has made 12-gauge angry.
Great instinct there by George, but too big, too strong, and in a bad position in the ring was 12-gauge.
Now Brick McCarthy back in control, but George, do not count him out ever, trying to fight back in any way he can. Just one strike there.
Punching at that upper calf muscle, not a bad idea to knock the big man down by going for the limbs, but it didn't work.
Now he shoves that knee into the spine of George.
A deliberate and controlling pace here by 12-gauge Brick McCarthy. He's been steering this match since it started, Luke.
I haven't seen George back on his feet in the ring yet since they come back from the outside. And a jawbreaker there from George. Let's see if George can get back in control here.
Trying any offense he can from his knees. Finally up to his feet here. But can he ward off the offense from 12-gauge? Oh, not on there.
The corner. Oh, and he gets the boot up there. Gives him a little moment to breathe. Stays on the attack. Here he comes. Throws his body weight into that clothesline. 12-gauge stays up. Makes that 2 and down goes Big Brick McCarthy.
Let's not sleep on the strength of Big Juicy Jordz. He can knock a man down that size. And here he comes.
Brick into the corner. George stays on the attack. He's fired up. He wants to move on in the Summer Series tournament, asking for this matchup.
The train has hit the station, and 12-gauge is reeling.
Oh, Brick McCarthy just breaks the eyes to get control back.
George struggling to see here. You see him trying to shake off the cobwebs, clear the vision, but will it be enough?
And up and down, what a beautiful spine buster there from Big Juicy Jordz.
Shades of Arn Anderson in the NWA.
It might have just been pure instinct. And now here comes Jordz.
Let's go!
Maybe a little step over action.
Here he comes.
And down he goes. People's elbow from Big Juicy Jordz. And a kick out at 2 from 12-gauge.
A hell of a maneuver there by Big Juicy Jordz, but it might have taken too much time, giving 12-gauge just enough time to recover, Luke.
Now we have Big Juicy Jordz trying to finish this matchup to move on in the Summer Series tournament here at Conquest. This crowd firmly behind Jordz. Oh, the Brick gets out of it, up and down. Oh, the power of Brick McCarthy.
Undeniable. And that'll do it.
And that is it.
Here's your winner, and moving on to the finals of the 2026 Summer Series Tournament, Brick 12-gauge McCarthy.
The last time we saw 12-gauge Rick McCarthy in HWE, he took our now champion Salem Crane to the limit. He did just that again with Big Juicy Jordz, and now he's going to get a shot at the Summer Series tournament final.
Oh my goodness! And 12 gauge maybe thought he was going to show a sign of respect for his opponent, but should have fought better.
Poor sportsmanship and a worse attitude. I have never in my career seen this on a 12-gauge Rick McCarthy. I'm going to have to ask him about what's going on in that head, because right now it's a dark place to be.
He was doing anything to win this matchup,
And it worked.
Attacking his opponent after the bell rang. Unbelievable actions here from Rick McCarthy. That's not the only Summer Series match you will see here tonight, folks. We still have Dr. Ooze, Brock Hall against the Hipster Hunt.